Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Laws of Life webcast network. I'm the founder of the network, Blanca, and this afternoon's program is Ameliorate Your Life, hosted by Stacy Maione. How are you, Stacy?
Hello. Hi, Blanca. Thank you for organizing this again, and I'll hold the space.
It is such a pleasure. It's such an honor. I love this platform that you're building, Stacy. Tell everybody, what is
Thank
the
you.
mission? Remind us of your mission. What is it?
Yes. Our mission is to seriously the vibration of the planet, and we want to ameliorate every life and touch every life and make it better. Ameliorate means to enhance, to improve, or to make better. So we just created Ameliorate Your Life. And I brought all these amazing healers and teachers together and put them on one platform. And I want to spotlight all the people that helped me ameliorate my own life. So I want to share it with everybody because we can all ameliorate our lives.
That is so wonderful, and we're so in alignment because you are bringing healers together like Sunny Arfa that we know very well in the Laws of Life network. So it's actually Sunny is what brought us together, the Laws of Life network and the Ameliorate Your Life platform, and that's what's so beautiful. And so let's bring in Sunny next.
Yeah.
So Sunny, what's up? What's the good word, my sister?
Hello, everybody. The good word is we feel empowered. We're so glad to be here offering everything that we share and let you get to know us and sense our energy and our positive energy and how we're excited about life and how we help you do the same so you can feel that way about your own life.
So tell me the story. How did you and Stacy become friends, and how did the universe bring the two of you?
The universe brought us together as mothers, and we just had our first babies, and we were both back-to-back pregnant. And with the second babies, we wasted no time. We were actually on the same parallel, married to the same kind of guy. Hers was Italian, different food, but they were both type A, workaholics, stressful entrepreneurs, and we were the stay-at-home moms with life purpose that were kind of like on hold while we were having babies. And then once they went to school, Feel Great, Meditate was Ameliorate was born, and now we're just merging. And even though we're on different coasts, we can have workshops through Ameliorate, whether it's online or in person.
Yeah.
Well, that is incredible. And I understand you've also invited a guest today, Stacy. Tell us about your amazing guest, Heather.
My friend Heather Estes, we met very recently and realized that Heather is really part of this journey that we're on to ameliorate everyone's life. And Heather and I became great, fast friends. And she wants to teach everyone that they are worthy. And she's creating the Worthy Ranch up in Montana for survivors of human trafficking. And as you know, Ameliorate is big on helping the children of the human trafficking and things like that. So we've joined forces, and we're here to teach these people, these survivors, that they're all worthy. Everyone's worthy. And so as long as we feel empowered with Feel Great, Meditate, we can feel worthy with the Worthy formula that Heather has created. And it's really a beautiful community that we're creating. It really is such a beautiful community. It's growing by leaps and bounds every day. It's amazing. Good stuff. So Sunny, so tell me, Feel Great, Meditate, and the Worthy Ranch and the Worthy formula, I believe, are going to be two like marriages made in heaven, really, because Heather empowers us to be this. Then you come in with your breathing techniques and your mind, the way we program our mind. And then all of our Ameliorate practices of handwriting with Josephine Diamond and the nutrition with Noah and just all the things that we have on our website to ameliorate people's lives. And I love what Heather's doing for the survivors of human trafficking. It's really beautiful. And it just became, you know, part of the Ameliorate umbrella. So Heather, tell us a
sounds
little
so
bit about your, like, how did the Worthy Formula come about? How did you jump on the human trafficking train like Sunny and I have? Like, it's my passion to deal with survivors and children and things.
That journey started a long time ago, but most recently, and 7 years ago. And I'll quickly, give you the Cliff Notes version of the story. But basically, I, grew up in Las Vegas, was there as a professional fundraiser for 25 years. So I worked very closely with nonprofit communities, and specifically the one that really stood out for me was the Shade Tree, which is a shelter for women and children who not all have been trafficked, but they've all had very traumatic, obviously, experiences. And so that was my first experience witnessing actually human trafficking and working with women who have been trafficked in several different ways. But that cut a core deep in me because I saw the relation to my own trauma, and understood that there was a connection there. So as a child, when I was very, very young, between the ages 4 to 9, I had my own trauma of being sexually molested. And that stayed with me throughout this experience. And it was when I was working at the shelter that came up. All of the fears and everything that I was being challenged with came up, and I could recognize the same connection that I had with these women. Fast forward a couple of years, just like both of you, I was married to a entrepreneur who was a narcissist, very controlling, always seeking from me. I was always seeking affirmation from him. It was a very emotionally and verbally abusive relationship. In the beginning, it was actually physically abusive. So it was interesting to see the parallel. Here I am working at a nonprofit that helps women who are abused, and at the same time, I'm in this relationship. And about 7 years ago, I decided to take the leap and get out of that relationship. And the one thing that helped me, even though I didn't know that I was doing it, but the one thing that helped me was my horse. I was didn't grow up with horses, but my whole family, I had discovered, were ranchers. And I found out that my dad was really a vaquero cowboy. And I had a connection with horses, and I didn't realize that. And so my horse and that relationship that I built with a horse really connected with me. And it was actually the beginnings of equine therapy. And so those two things, really, the escape from my own abusive relationship, the witnessing of seeing women being treated and women being trafficked and children, in addition to the equine therapy, is what created and planted that seed within me to build the Worthy Ranch. And then, of course, that all has come to fruition in the last year. We've been able to establish the nonprofit in Montana. We are in the process of securing property. We've already done a pilot program with survivors from all over the world. I mean, these amazing women. Stacy was in our first pilot program, so she got to meet some of the amazing women. I mean, these are women, like one of our clients was just speaking at the United Nations, like that was participating in our pilot program. And I will say the one thing that I've learned is that the survivors that we are going to be working with look like us, right? They look like Stacy. They look like Bianca. They look like Sunny. They're women that are amazing, and they have maybe moved on in their lives, but they have these challenges. And the biggest challenge that most of them have is that self-worth. And just like I did, I realized that there was these repetitive patterns in my life that kept on repeating in the areas of self-worth. And it all had to do with what I believed about myself. And there was a blockage there. And so I started doing my own journalistic work and researching it, and came up with a formula to help myself, which now we are teaching to not just survivors, but women all over the country that are at that stage that need to understand how do we, because people always say you're worthy, right? And even I say you're good enough, you're worthy. But what I didn't know is, how do you get back to believing that about yourself again? And what do I do, right? What can I do? Even though I understood that worth is innate and it's something we always have. It's not something we have to earn. It's not on the outside, it's on the inside. Even though I knew that, the challenge was believing that I was 100% worthy again. And so coming up with a formula, a system of knowing who I am and how I make decisions, and to always listen to my intuition, lining up my core values and my intuition is the basis of the worthiness formula. And when you do those two things, you always make the best decision for yourself, which is a result, the best decision for everyone else. But when you don't do those two things, that's when disaster strikes, right? That's when it doesn't benefit us and it doesn't benefit anyone around us. And so that's what I teach, is I help women to understand who they are, their core values. They've been using them most of their life, and they just may not be aware of what they are, but they're using them in the best decisions of their lives, but not all the time. And so they have these blockages when certain things come up, like money or relationships, because they've had a traumatic experience in that area of their life, parenting, whatever it may be. And we dive deep to create an awareness about what are these 3 to 5 core values that drive their decision-making purpose, their process, and how do we get them to use that all the time and listen to themselves. And what happens is, as they start to do that, as we start to do that, we step into our worth, right? We step into who we are, and we stand confidently. I say we stand in our worth. And it's not easy, but it is a simple process. And so you can imagine women that have been trafficked, and even though they've gone on and accomplished things in their life, they keep on having these challenges. Like, I was making $100,000 a year and still living paycheck to paycheck. Like, what the heck? It was because I did not believe that I deserved to be financially free. I had taken all of these development courses, but I was still attracting unhealthy relationships, right? So I didn't believe that I deserved a healthy relationship, right? It wasn't until I started making decisions based on who I was, which is those core values, and listening to myself, did those things start to change in my life. And then we can start to do that for women. I can't hear you. Stacy, you got to unmute. You'll get it. Maybe Bianca can help you unmute from her end. I'm not sure. While Stacy figures it out, I'm just going to talk a little bit more about the process of the worthiness formula and how that is going to be impactful for these women, right? So that who come to the Worthy Ranch. And it's not just about the coaching of the worthiness formula. It's also about the equine therapy side. Remember, I talked about how important it was to have this relationship with my horse and to learn to trust again. Are you back, Stacy?
How's that?
There we go.
Oh my God, me and technology are becoming friends.
That's right.
Friends. We are. Both of you girls have really helped me with that, to tell you the truth. So Heather and I met through our daughters, because of the human trafficking, because we're both very passionate about helping. And but going through the Worthy formula, the pilot program and things, I mean, every single person needs this. It's just not survivors. It helps everyone. And I think that's where Sunny can help us out, help with like her mind, the programming of your mind and your mantras and the chanting that we do and the healing that you do. So Sunny, this is really an interesting marriage right here with you two.
I see Sunny's mind. I mean, I could already tell that her mind was spinning when we were talking about. So it's your universal truths. These aren't, it's just we're discovering and we're sharing them, right? So it's a universal truth that we have core values, and it's the basis of our decision-making process. And we have an intuition that leads us. And, so those are universal truths, and we're not, we're just not reinventing the wheel. We're just sharing it in a new way where people can hear it and be more aware of it differently.
And you know what's really nice about your Worthy Ranch? And then we have the ranch in Colorado being built. Yeah. And then we're planning on doing one in Texas. And I know there's one in Pennsylvania. And I think every one of these ranches that are being built for these people, for survivors and just for women, whether it's equine, whether it's a healing center, whether it's a garden or whatever, the Worthy formula is part of that. It's the foundation of that, along with the Ameliorate and all of our healing programs as well to ameliorate lives. So it's a great marriage.
Sunny, I know
Her mind's going. This one's the manifester, and she's muted. She's muted too. Sorry, Sunny. I know. So the breathe, feel great, meditate. When she plays, there she is. You coming?
Hi.
There she is.
It said
You figured it out.
What said the host unmuted us? Anyways, yes, this would be a perfect marriage, and I'm helping another nonprofit here in Palm Beach with Movies Making a Difference. Diana Davis is the founder. She's rescued over hundreds of kids herself personally, takes them to her safe house, and then sends them off to rehab or to nursing school, teaching them reading and writing, because where they came from, they didn't learn that. And they're very eager. And another St. Jude's Ranch at allowing my program to be part of their curriculum, where it'll be a touch of a button, and they're going to get lots of breathing techniques. They're going to get mantras, affirmations, visualizations, guided imagery, kundalini, mantras, meditation, many style, opening our voice, throat chakra, opening that third eye so we can command and create our new life and get a fresh start. And I actually have this whole online course that's filmed, and it's being put together by Laws of Life as we speak. And that will soon be available at a touch of a button. That way kids can be doing it from centers all over the world on their iPad, on their phone, and be learning these simple techniques to heal from trauma and to create a new life.
Right. Beautiful. That's so great, Sunny. I love that. And, pretty soon under the, with the Ameliorate website, and with the everything that we offer on the website, that's awlnow.com, and you go under the co-creators offerings page, and that's where you'll find Sunny's bio, and under courses I want to put the Worthy formula on the courses page as well. So
we're on the process of doing the same. Like Sunny, we are creating an online platform. It's called Worthy University, Worthy U, right? Worthy University. And our goal is to get the curriculum into the Las Vegas School District and here in Orange County in California, but as many districts as we can. Because if we could teach kids, just think about that, to make the best decisions for themselves and know who they are when they are young, how that would transform their future lives, right? So that is the goal, is to start young and teach them this process so that they can become aware of who they are, their gifts, their talents, and then how they make decisions in life, and use that as the guiding force for them.
And it's great to learn at a young age to take leaps of faith. Leaps of faith. I think that's what got the three of us to where we are, is because we took a really big leap of faith when we grew up with we grew up in a certain way without expanding our mind, without the things that we want to teach the young people now. So it took me 45 years or 40 some years to take that leap of faith. And now I did, and Ameliorate's being born, and this beautiful marriage of all of our new community is coming out of this leap of faith. So if we can teach young kids through the Worthy formula, feel great, meditate, handwriting, to ameliorate their lives at that young age, to take that leap of faith, leaps of faith will be easy for them throughout their lives.
I think
you'll expand and grow.
Yeah, and we're on the right track. I think the pendulum has swung so far the other way. It has to balance itself, and starting with youth is the great way to do that. But we have to be the examples. We have to show them, and I think the generations that are growing up now are so strong and independent, and they're looking, they're researching, they're doing their homework. They want this, and I think it's a responsibility that we have, that the things that we've created and the awareness that we're creating, it's a responsibility to share that with them so they can keep on using it for generations to come, for sure.
It is really cool how the generations, like with our kids, are really like, TikTok is bringing crystals about, and like they're already expanding through these metaphysical things that are really cool that we've been doing our entire lives.
Yeah.
And our kids are doing it, and it's really cool to see that it's becoming popular, and that generation, like you said, Heather, is opening up and expanding in that realm. The new generations that are coming up are curious and doing their research about it and checking into things and this mind stuff and meditating and yoga and all this woo-woo stuff that ameliorates our lives.
Yeah, I love the collaborative efforts too. I think it's even with us three just here and the work that we're doing. I mean, and we all know, right? I have right here, like literally on this post-it, this is my spiritual tribe, right? So there is like, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 women right there that are also doing what we're doing and creating this, collaborative network of evolved awareness, right? Of teachers, of light workers, and it's just ongoing. I can't wait to work with you.
I
Sunny.
know. It's going to be so fun. And here's my little post-it from when Heather spent the night.
Oh, yeah.
As I walk around and there are post-its everywhere. I'm like, don't, what's your guacamole one? You're not free salsa. Treat yourself like guacamole, baby. Awesome stuff. It's really good. Good little mate. There she is. Yeah, I love all your post-its, Heather. So thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, that was.
I'm going to Florida tomorrow for the movie premiere with Diana. So we will get the formula, to be known through movies making a difference. And Diana, the producer, will learn about it. And it's going to be a beautiful marriage. It's a great community that we're creating.
I can't wait to see the outcome too.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what you guys do out there.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. We'll keep you informed. So we just wanted to bring some attention to the Worthy Ranch, the Worthy Formula, and these the ranches that are popping up around the country for these these survivors, I should say. And it's really cool how we're going to ameliorate everybody's life. And I just wanted to bring attention to all of our amazing things that we do, because we do some really cool stuff. So I want the world to know it.
Yeah, it's easy, and there's easy to find information about theworthiestformula.com is where you'll learn about the Worthiest Formula. Literally, the formula is on the website. I even have a free dream catcher session that I do, where if people are trying to understand what's their next steps in life, what is their purpose, we do that by implementing and teaching that process. And then, of course, theworthyranch.com is the other website, and they're all interwoven and interconnected. But I'm happy to share anything. My goal is to add value whenever I can. So if there are people watching, listening that want to connect and want to learn more about what we're doing, I'd be happy to help them in the next steps of their own process and their own worthy journey.
And looking at the Worthy your website, your number's on there. We can get in touch with you. Yep. And same if you look at AYLnow.com, ameliorateyourlifenow.com, you'll find all of our great, incredible healers and teachers, and Sunny's on there. And Heather's soon to be in our little tribe and on the website, and just growing our community and weaving it together. So we're also open to any, healing modalities or any, healing ways that you need to know about. It's kind of interesting to put it on to the Ameliorate website and get all these healing modalities under one roof. So it's easy for people to find, and it's easy to find these healing techniques that will help us elevate as we ascend, and grow ourselves and expand our brains and our minds and get out of the matrix. Just really get out of the matrix. And we're going to lead people out of the matrix. So that's our goal. And our mission is to ameliorate lives and to help everybody and to raise the vibration of the planet. So that's what we're doing. So I wanted to bring attention to you guys, and I love you guys so much. Thank you for coming on. I'll see you tomorrow in Florida, Sunny. I can't wait.
Fun.
I can't wait.
Yeah. I look forward to you live, Heather. So nice to meet you.
Yeah, you'll meet Heather soon. All right, guys. Thank you, Blanca. Thank you.
Thank you,
Anything for
Blanca.
you. I love this collaboration that you're building. It's magical, and I look forward to watching it grow each and every day. It's beautiful.
Thank you, Blanca. And I'll see you tomorrow too in Florida. Yay, I'm super excited.
Your Sunday.
Yeah, yep. For sure. Oh yeah, on Sunday, Blanca. That's right.
That's right. Sunday night we'll be at the Ben, me, Stacy, and Sunny on the red carpet at Movies Making a Difference.
Yay.
Go to moviesmakingadifference.com if you want to meet Stacy or Sunny or visit Stacy's website to collab. But be here every Thursday at 2 o'clock and build a collab with Ameliorate Your Life every Thursday at 2. And great show, ladies. We'll see you next week.
Thank you. Thanks, ladies. Be blessed, everyone.